Hi everybody, it's Tamara Kelly from Moogly, and I want to thank you rather for joining us today for our Crochet and Chat, which is very obviously live. It is, let's see, July 25th, 2023, almost the end of July, which still blows my mind. This year just keeps flying by. I'm going to take a moment here. We are attempting to broadcast live to both Facebook and YouTube right now. I've got the Facebook up in front of me, so hopefully I can follow along with any of your questions or comments as we go. There it goes. Oh, all right. And it's all caught up. All right. So thank you so much for joining me today. I am Tamara Kelly from Moogly, and I've got just a few minutes to chat with you here today. Unfortunately, I do have to run. I have an appointment at 11:30 that is, well, let's just say I cannot reschedule it for the third time, or I think they're going to get a little upset with me. So let's get right to it. What's been going on lately on Moogly, and what sneak peek can I give you today? So first and foremost, of course, we have our latest crochet along square. This is block number 15, courtesy of Underground Crafter. You can see this one doesn't really have a specific direction it needs to go, and this is what it looks like from the back. This is a really lovely square. It's got some great texture. Let me bring it back to the front here. I don't know if you can see that there. There's all these baubles in front. And if you look at my picture versus her picture, you'll notice I left off the last couple rounds. I did that for sizing, but that's one of my favorite things about crochet squares. They're so easy, to resize. If you're a little big, leave off a row or a round. If you're a little small, just add another round of crochet. Bring it up to size. So that's how I got to my 12 inches. You can see it's just a really fun, some great texture in there, just a really fun block with a nice variety of stitches. So that is, of course, up free right now. I used Red Heart with Love to make mine, and I think she used Red Heart with Love for hers too, but we're also using Karen 1 pound for this crochet along, so whatever you like to use is absolutely fine. Hi Mindy, hi Chris, so thanks so much for joining me today. All right, so what else? We have the Ribbon Run scarf, which you've seen now. Right here, this has a free pattern and video tutorial up now. Let me make sure I've got the right side out here. I do. So it kind of depends how you want to wear it. Do you want to wear the ribbon, closer to the face, further away, orient it however you like. It's a scarf, but we've got the scarf, and now we've got the hat as well. Let me pull that up right here. You can see right here. Now it's the middle of July, so I'm not usually wearing a lot of hats and scarves this time of year, but they are great projects to make ahead. You can make these now for gift giving for the holidays later. They're nice and small, which is I think what we all want in the summer. Unless you're inside in the air conditioning, down in the basement like this, you don't really want to be working on a blanket. But small projects like this for gifting are absolutely perfect. So those are part of month of... How do I try that again? Hat of the Month and Scarf of the Month crochet alongs, respectively, hosted by Umbauka Design Crochet and the Stitch and Mommy. So definitely check those out as well. Every month, not only do they have a guest designer, this month it's myself, designing a hat and a scarf for those crochet alongs, but they do as well. So that's 3 new scarves and 3 new hats every month through that crochet along for you to check out. So if you like crocheting those for gifting or for donating or for craft fairs, it's a great resource right there. And of course, all Moogly patterns, if you're free to make those and sell them at craft fairs, I just ask, of course, that you don't sell the actual pattern, but the finished items you make with the patterns, you're free to sell those, give those away, do whatever you like with those. So I hope you'll check those out. The video tutorial for the scarf is up. That went up on Friday. And if all goes well, we will have a video tutorial for the hat on this Friday as well. So you can look forward to that. We also did a live rainbow lanyard tutorial recently, which was really great. And I loved some of the ideas people had for using that in other ways. I mentioned things like belts and handbag straps, but I love the idea if you don't want a full lanyard, you like the wrist strap one, you can make that with it as well. So definitely check that out. Again, all the links to everything I'm talking about today are linked at the link in the description. It's the most recent post on mooglyblog.com right now. So you can check those out there. Good morning, Debbie and Julie. Thanks for joining in. Hi, Dawn. Thank you. So we also had the Golden Lucy Crafts Design Showcase. If you're not familiar with Golden Lucy Crafts, definitely check her out. She caught my eye, oh gosh, it's been a few years now. Time has no meaning. I don't remember when it was. It's been a few years, but she definitely caught my eye with all her amazing appliques. If you need an applique that you're not finding on Moogly, definitely go check out Golden Lucy Crafts. She is phenomenal for those. She's also got, of course, some other brilliant designs, so definitely check those out. You can see those on mooglyblog.com right now. Again, I've got 5 featured designs from her. She gave us a really nice variety. But there's also, some information about her, just some really interesting things to learn more about her and her design process and where she comes from. So definitely check that out. We have, of course, our giveaways. There is the Babé crochet hat templates giveaway right here. This is the set of 10 that's currently, and there are 3, it might be 10 or 11. Is it 11? 11 on this one. But we're going to have 3 winners for these. So 3 different sets are going to be given away. And these are really fantastic. If you make hats at all, top-down hats in particular, this is the smallest size of the set right there. It's designed to fit 0 to 3 months. Perfect. And then the largest size is designed to fit an extra large adult. So that's with a 24.25-inch head. So that is about as big as you really need to go. Most adults are going to be on somewhere between a 9 and a 10 most likely. But like I say, you can get really specific. If you make hats for giving away, for gifting, again, for craft fairs, or even just for yourself, you don't want to have to keep trying it on and messing up your hair when you're out in public crocheting. Definitely invest in a set of these. Like I say, if you enjoy making hats, if you want to make hats, these are such a boon, even as a designer. When I go to design a hat, when I designed the Ribbon Run hat, I grabbed these. I decided, okay, what size range do I want it to be? Pull out those templates, make sure it fits those templates, that it can stretch to the inches, of course, for the brim, and boom. I definitely rely on this tool, and I recommend it to any other crocheter as well. So again, this is a worldwide giveaway, open worldwide. We're giving away 3 sets, so definitely check that out. So thank you, Chris. Yes, it's, oh gosh, fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. I use Rafflecopter. I know Rafflecopter, a lot of people don't like it, but that's why I use it. It's totally legit. I hit a button, it randomly picks for me. So no bias there whatsoever. We also have the Hedgehog Fibers Merino DK Fade set giveaway. Long title. Basically, Hedgehog Fibers is giving away a set of 6 gorgeous skeins, hanks, of their hand-dyed yarn. I don't have these in person. They're shipping these directly to the winner from Ireland. So definitely, again, check out that giveaway if you want to see some really beautiful yarns. Speaking of Hedgehog Fibers, that's related to the little sneak peek I can give you today. Now, if you've been following Moogly for a little while, you may realize that I have been designing patterns. I've done 3 so far for Kathleen Fuller's books in her series. It started with Hooked on Love. The 4th, most recent one, I think it's supposed to be the last one. We'll see. We'll see. The 4th one in the series is Two to Tango. It is just out, so I can go ahead and talk about it. It's available on Amazon, and I've linked to it at the link in the description. But because we're doing this one a little differently, I've just now sent her the pattern that's going to be attached to that book and is inspired by the book. And I did use 1 skein of the Hedgehog Fibers yarn that I bought in Ireland to design it. So I wanted to give you guys just a little sneak peek here. It's not officially released yet, so this is just between us, but here we go. It is a Japanese knot bag made with 1 skein of Hedgehog Fibers Merino DK, which is the same kind of yarn we're giving away. This takes just 1 skein. I did add some beading. You can see right there to 3 rows. I didn't want to add too much because I didn't want to add a lot of weight to the purse, but I wanted to give it just a little bit of sparkle. And I did pre-string these beads. These beads were all from Bead Biz. They're crystal beads, the 6O beads. If you're familiar with beads, you might know what that means. Beads are kind of like thread. The smaller the number, the bigger it is. So I used 6 beads for this with the DK yarn. Like I said, I did need to pre-string them. But you can see it's a Japanese knot bag, which essentially you've got a long handle and a short handle. You send the long handle through the short handle, and it becomes a wristlet. So that will be a free pattern going up on Kathy Fuller's website probably within the next month. I just sent it to her. It's Tuesday, so I would have sent it to her right at the end of last week. So hopefully that will be going up very soon. Again, and that will be totally free, and it uses 1 skein of hand-dyed yarn. I don't remember the exact yardage off the top of my head, but it is a 1 skein pattern using DK weight yarn. So thank you so much, Mindy and Dawn and Chris. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys like it. It was a lot of fun, and it's been a while since I've used beads, so it was really fun to pull those back out and have some more fun with those. We'll take one more quick peek right there at that beautiful bag. You can see I actually started with a flat bottom, My favorite way to make bags, because ovals are kind of the bane of everybody's existence. Something about ovals. Ovals and crochet, they don't they don't like to get along, at least not for me. So I like to start them with a square or a rectangle. But that is the bag right there. So that is your sneak peek for today. That'll be coming up. Julie, thank you so much for adding that link. Again, if you go to mooglyblog.com, hopefully you'll go there. Just go straight to the website and check it out. We've redesigned the website in the last couple months. Whole new theme, I think they're called. You can tell I'm not the techie one. I just kind of say, can you put that over there and make that bigger, make that smaller? I don't know all the tech stuff, but the site's been redesigned, and if you look right at the top of the site, it should be easy to find. We've got Moogly crochet alongs, patterns, giveaways. I'm not doing this in order, but you've got all those right at the top. So hopefully we've made it easier to find everything on mooglyblog.com. That was definitely our goal. No more drop-down menus. Everything is kind of one click, and then it brings you to a better sort. We've also, I want to point out, moved the search button. So if you look at the top of the site now, there should be what looks like a little magnifying glass, and when you click on that, and again, this is all on desktop. It's a little different on mobile, but if you click on that on desktop, then it will open a panel from the left, and you can do your searches, and it's got some of those categories there for you to click on as well. On mobile, you want to look for what's called the hamburger menu, which is those three little lines. And if you click on those, that'll give you some options as well, like patterns and giveaways and videos and things like that. So definitely check that out. If you want to poke around Moogly, like I say, it's got a little different layout right now. So poke around and see what you think. Hopefully you like it. Thank you so much, Chris and Debbie. I'm really glad you guys like it. So that is, I think, about it for today. Excuse me, my nose has started to run just a little bit. The allergies have just been so awful here lately. I know they're hitting everybody, but for me, it just means a constantly runny nose. So what else is going on before I need to run off to the dentist here? We've talked about our patterns. We've had a sneak peek. We've got our giveaways. I will be going live again on Thursday of this week, the 27th, at noon Central. So that's noon Central time on YouTube, and that one will be YouTube only. I'm hopefully on Facebook and YouTube live right now, simulcasting, although I can only see the comments for Facebook. And I'll come back to that, Kelly, Samantha rather, in just a minute. Thank you, Samantha and Kelly. Hi. So anyway, so the 27th, I will be live on YouTube at 12 noon. We are going to be revamping an old pattern of mine. The yarn is discontinued. The yarn was kind of specific for that one, but I found a good substitute, and I think I really want to remake those. It's going to be the Lucky Pineapple Plant Holders. They initially used a t-shirt type yarn that's no longer available, but I found a really fun substitute in Bernat Swedish. But that pattern never got a video tutorial, so I thought it would be fun to work those up live on YouTube on Thursday using some Bernat Swedish. And it just makes a really cute little basket, a tiny little basket that you can hang or place somewhere if you prefer. Perfect for air plants, small succulents, things like that. It's just a really fun little project, great to do with all your odds and ends. So that will be on Thursday. And then August 8th at 11 a.m. Central, I'll be back here on Facebook and hopefully YouTube with more crochet and chat. And then in August, I will be doing 3 Yarnspirations Lunch and Learns. Those are always on the Yarnspirations Facebook page at 11 a.m. Central. And right now the plans are August 2nd, 16th, and 30th. But I don't have any topics or projects yet, so I'll have to let you know more about that as soon as I know more about that. So that's everything's been going on. Now, Samantha had a great question. Are you from the Quad Cities, and do you ever have crochet groups? I am from the Quad Cities, not originally, but that's where I live now. I live in Bettendorf, Iowa. I'm pretty open about that. So yes, I do live in the Quad Cities. I don't lead crochet groups here. I haven't really, I guess I haven't really looked into it. I haven't really looked around to see if there are any local people who would be interested in that. Most of my crochet I end up doing away from home, I guess you could say. But yeah, I would certainly be interested if that's something, if there's an existing group or something like that, I would certainly be interested. But I don't have a crochet group that I lead locally or anything like that, or that I go to. It would be really cool, but unfortunately I don't. Kelly says, I'd like to crochet a microwave bowl cozy. I happen to have one of those. If you go to my Ravelry, it is a paid pattern, but I do have a pattern for those as well. And there's some free patterns on Ravelry as well if you're interested in making a bowl cozy. If you're interested in a video tutorial for that, I will have to take a look and see when I can fit in a video tutorial. A microwave bowl cozy is pretty simple. It's basically if you've made a hat or a bowl or a basket, it's kind of the same thing, and then you just add a little bit of edging or some loops to grab onto. But we can definitely look into adding that to the future, so thank you for that request. With all that said, I have to get running because I need to brush and floss and pretend I do the flossing every day so I can go to my dentist appointment. But I will see you all again soon, and hopefully you can join me Thursday for that free tutorial for the crochet air plant hangers. I hope to see you there, and if you have other questions as well, you can bring those to that YouTube live as well. So hopefully I'll see you then, and I definitely hope you have a wonderful day and a great rest of your week. Talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.